Beautiful, beautiful life. I might just say what you wanna.
What's up, y'all? I'm J.Max. Welcome back to my channel. This is J.Max Reax, and tonight I'm watching a recommended video. This is Nicki Minaj, the music industry's most disrespected Barbie. This is by SackHub. Last time I watched a SackHub video, I kind of got drug in the comments because I failed to kind of clarify my stance on what was said in the video. So I'll try to be a little bit more clear about whatever he might say. So let's see what happens.
The most disrespected person in America is the black woman.
All right, now.
Why isn't there a female rapper turned mogul having an empire beyond your rap career? I don't know why women haven't done it. I just know I want to be the first woman to do it, and I will be.
All right, now.
Nicki Minaj was born December 8th, 1982 in St. James, Trinidad and Tobago, and raised in Queens, New York City. In a family of 6, her mom Carol was an accountant clerk, her father Robert was a financial clerk and part-time gospel singer. Onika has one younger sister Ming, an older brother Jelani, and a younger brother Micaiah. Onika and her brother Jelani were raised in St. James with their grandmother.
Do you think your grandmother would be proud of you right now?
At the age of 5, Onika's mother moved her and Jelani to Queens to live with her father.
This house was the house that my father burned down. Me and my brother, we were at a neighbor's house spending the night that night. When I got here, I just saw a big commotion. My house was gone.
Robert's drug addiction and abusive behavior led Nicki to lock herself in her room and just write with the music blasting to escape from the real world. By the age of 12, Onika wrote her first rap. Little did she know this would be a major part of her life down the road. Growing up, Onika attended Elizabeth Blackwell Middle School in New York and then went to the LaGuardia High School of Music and Performing Arts in hopes she would become an actress.
Tell that judge right now, tell him I can have my baby back. I am not. Then I'll call him. Did I hit you with the phone?
After high school, Onika did not get the chance to attend college, and that's something she regrets not doing. At the age of 19, while struggling with her acting career, Onika worked numerous jobs to keep money in her pockets. In 2004, by the age of 22, Nicki Minaj signed to Full Force and joined a rap quartet titled The Hood Stars. Composed of Nicki Minaj, Safari Samuels, 7up, and Lou Star. Unhappy with the group's success, Nicki left the group and began hustling on her own, uploading her music onto MySpace.
At the end of the day, I am the baddest in the game. MySpace.com/Nicki Minaj. Shout me out. I love you. Bye.
Catching the attention of Fendi, the CEO of Brooklyn's Dirty Money Entertainment and the founder of the Come Up DVD, Nicki Minaj was one step closer to becoming a star.
Tell that with the crown to run it like Chris Brown.
Originally under the stage name Nicki Minaj, Fendi changed her name to Nicki Minaj.
We switched it up to Nicki Minaj.
That was fine, in my opinion. You changed it to Nicki Minaj, and yes, I prefer till this day Nicki Minaj, which is my last.
Well, shout out to Nicki Minaj.
Shout out to Nicki Minaj.
She was out there back in the day.
Yeah, but
In 2007, Fendi signed Nicki Minaj.
Got the content so loud and then he's so low.
An 80-day contract, and later that year, Nicki released her first mixtape, Playtime Is Over.
Murder them. You need to put your shit up on murder them. Mommy, your exes say fake it in violence. Murder them.
Oh, shit.
Murder them. A competition already. Murder them.
Her promotional photo released for the mixtape, Nicki referenced Lil' Kim's 1996 promotional photo for her hardcore album.
You might see that picture and think, oh, she's just an exhibitionist. She just want to show a fat box. I looked at it as a way to draw in attention and to give myself a platform to speak and say, hey, you know, out with the old and with the new.
Even though Nicki herself used the photo as a marketing tool, the idea originated from Fendi as he wanted Nicki Minaj to be the new Lil' Kim. On April 18th, 2008, whilst continuing to hustle and get her name known, Nicki released her second mixtape, Sucker Free. Around January 2009, backstage at a Lil Wayne concert, Nicki Minaj and Lil Kim met for the first time.
When I saw her at Wayne's concert, she performed Lakeisha. She came into our dressing room, she went to use the bathroom and stuff, and I stopped her. I was like, I want to make sure everything is cool with us because I'm a fan first, you know? Is everything good? Yeah, everything good. We good.
Kidding me? It didn't go down like that. Come on, shit. Somebody saying to me, we good? What? I'd have went in her throat, snapped her larynx out.
Not the larynx, bro.
Oh my goodness, we finally got to meet. And I'm like, hi. And I took the picture with her. I tapped her and I said, we need to talk because I like you. And she looked at me, she was like, is everything okay? Is everything good? Like, she was nervous. It didn't come out like everything good. You'll be good.
Two sides every time.
Minaj was spotted by Lil Wayne through Fendi's Come Up DVD and was preparing to sign with Cash Money Records. After meeting Nicki, Lil Kim was sent Grindin' Making Money by Birdman, the co-founder of Cash Money Records. The record would go on to feature both Nicki and Kim. However, after its release, the song underperformed, resulting in its erasure from iTunes. This caused Kim to believe the record was only a tool to get her approval on Nicki Minaj.
They put the record out, I guess they didn't like the response and they just pulled the record off. Never put it on his album, nothing. Then it's like I'm not even hearing from them. I think they wanted to get that record just to stamp that I was okay with what was going on.
Unfazed by the negativity, Nicki released her third mixtape, Beam Me Up Scotty. During this time, Nicki also joined Twitter to build her Barbie fan base, who go by the Barbies for short.
What Lil Kim or nobody else talking about, you the baddest chick that ever do this. Remember I said that.
I don't know what that punk Drake talking about. You coming at me and I'm a female. You let me know you seeing me like you seeing 50J or one of them. You put me in that category. Thank you. My problem is this. You want to be like me, but you're acting like you created this lane and this is something new. The whole Barbie and all that. This ain't new. It ain't new, mama.
But Ray J shouldn't have came at her though.
22nd, 2010, Nicki released her highly anticipated debut album, Pink Friday. And on February 13th, 2011, Lil Kim released her second mixtape, Black Friday, dedicated to Nicki Minaj. Whilst preparing to release her game-changing second studio album, Pink Friday Woman Reloaded, the Grammys approached Nicki Minaj to perform, and they agreed Nicki would perform Roman Holiday. Little did Nicki know her controversial performance at the 52nd annual Grammys would result in her being blackballed from the Grammys throughout her entire career.
Many moons ago, the Grammys asked me to perform, and I was very excited. I had already started breaking records. So by that time, it was kind of a big deal, and the Grammys asked me to perform. They came to my studio, listened to the record, agreed they liked it, everything, and it just so happened that Whitney Houston passed away. And when I was about to go on stage, not the day before, not in the morning, but when I was about to go on stage, they came into my dressing room and said, "We don't think you should perform. We don't want you to perform anymore." I said, huh? And they were like, well, because of the passing of Whitney Houston. There was no one there that even spoke up for me. Like, they didn't care to explain it. Nobody on either side spoke. This is after I had just done a bunch of commercials with LL Cool J to promote the Grammys. After I did everything they asked, they came the day of the show and told me not to perform. And I said, no, I'm gonna perform. When the performance came out and it received backlash from the Catholic Church, Ken Ehrlich reached out to my then management and said, can you please tell Nicki to stop speaking about it? And he said he was mad because I had did an interview and said the producers at the Grammys knew what song I was going to do in advance, which I thought made no sense because obviously nobody's watching the Grammys thinking that the producers don't know what song Nicki Minaj is about to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
So right. I didn't understand why they were mad, and I didn't understand the power that that man had to completely blackball me for the rest of my career.
Ridiculous.
But that's exactly what happened. The reason why a song like Monster or what, you name it, that's never been touched till this day creatively, doesn't have a Grammy, that's why. Because a little black girl thought that she could go against this powerful white man. Whenever black women speak up for themselves, they look at you like, how dare you? Who do you think you are, bitch?
On April 2nd, 2012, Nicki Minaj officially entered her pop star era with her second studio album, Pink Friday, Woman Below. The bittersweet reality of this era is that it propelled Nicki Minaj into global superstardom. However, it constructed a narrative that Nicki Minaj is not a rapper.
Do you think mixtape Nicki and pop Nicki can exist in the same space?
Yes.
They already are.
Yeah, they
They're
did.
already existing together and they're both winning.
Yes.
August 2nd,
Stop telling people what they
Nicki
ain't.
Minaj was featured on Beyonce's Flawless remix. Lil' Kim wasn't too fond of Nicki Minaj's and released a remix of her own. The remix was extremely unacceptable, resulting in Beyonce erasing it, while Nicki paid her dust and released her legendary third studio album, The Pink Print, on December 15th, 2014. On February 24th, 2017, Gucci Man and Nicki Minaj's Make Love was released. Within 24 hours, the 7-minute diss track aimed directly at Nicki Minaj was put out. Reminisce Mackie Smith's MP3 burn book, Sheeper, ushered in the Nicki hate train. Coined by the Barbs, the Nicki Minaj hate train consisted of various groups of individuals coming together in attempts of erasing Nicki Minaj from the music industry.
When you're trying to stop my bag, when you're trying to stop me from taking care of my children, now I have a problem with that.
What type of mother leave her one son over stack?
Damn.
To be the queen of rap, you can't have a ghostwriter. And that's why this is my house, Feuds writer. Now I want you to make some noise. If you had a broad ass lady there,
After this, the feud died down alongside Remy's career. The Nicki hate train temporarily wounding Nicki's heavily armored throne allowed room for a new female rapper to merge onto the scene.
I know how to go and get a bag on her. I know how to get a bitch bag on her.
With the single close to reaching #1 on the Billboard 100, The Breakfast Club began a campaign on September 15th in efforts to push Cardi B's Bodak Yellow to #1. Reaching the #1 spot made Cardi B the first female rapper to have a solo #1 record since Lauryn Hill in 1998, and also created an absurd narrative that Cardi is the new queen of rap.
I heard these labels trying to make another me. Everything you getting little was cause of me. Can't stop with all the subs.
Both ladies denied dissing each other in their songs. However, after the release of Motorsport on October 30th, the tension between the two turned into a feud.
Well, when I heard the track,
Right.
her verse wasn't finished. Well, it's not the verse that is on right now.
I had never seen her show me genuine love in an interview. And I could just imagine how many girls wish they could have been on a song with Nicki Minaj.
During this time, Nicki was gearing up to release her 4th studio album, Queen, on August 18th. During the press run for Queen, Nicki did an interview with DJ Clue, and after Nicki left the building, a DJ by the name of DJ Still expressed Cardi B's debut album, Invasion of Privacy, is better than Nicki's Queen album. Nicki expressed her reactions through Twitter, which then led to DJ Envy of The Breakfast Club saying this.
I just don't like the threat. Nicki can have an opinion on herself. Self can have his opinion on Nicki. But when you start saying, "I got hungry N-words," that's gonna come up there now. That's the problem.
So
That's the problem.
Are all the DJs gonna form like Voltron and stop playing her records? I don't want y'all to
Absolutely. I'm having a conversation with self first. I'm having a conversation with self. Absolutely.
They being honest on the microphone.
Absolutely.
Ever, you from Queens.
I don't care. You don't threaten no DJ over his opinion. I'm hoping Nicki didn't mean it that way, and knowing Nicki, I don't think she meant it that way. But if she meant it that way, you damn right. And every DJ on this station better stop playing.
After all of this took place, Nicki Minaj's radio play dropped significantly across radio stations. A month after releasing her highly anticipated 4th studio album, Queen, Nicki Minaj was attacked by Cardi B at the Harper's Bazaar Icon Party during New York Fashion Week on September 7th. On the September 10th episode of her Queen radio show, this is what Nicki had to say.
We gonna get into some things because I'm tired of people lying on me. She refers to black women as monkeys and roaches. Roaches!
I hate that audio.
Is that a lot of times a man can hurt a woman so badly that she no longer even knows who she's angry at. First of all, let's get up a 1-800 number for postpartum depression. You just had the biggest blessing of your life with a child, and in 2 weeks, you have attacked 3 women, one at Fashion Week, and left looking the way you left looking.
The knot was nuts. It was nuts. It was nuts. You can say it,
Who are you angry at, sweetheart? And you want to let your publicist write something about stopping bags? Do you know what the it is to sit in your room for hours and days at a time writing raps? You came into my culture. This is not funny, and this is not about attacking. This is about get this woman some help. This woman is at the best stage in her career, and she's out here throwing bottles and throwing shoes? Who the is gonna give her intervention? You don't care until somebody's dead. You just want somebody to die until y'all stop. You put your hands on certain people, you gonna die.
So word right there.
Period. I'm not the bitches in a strip club. And I'm not a bitch on a reality show. My money is very long too.
How you say that I attacked you, that you was mortified, that you was humiliated, playing the victim? You need to pick a side. Do you want to be the victim or do you want to be the gangster? Miss Chung Lee, the street fighter?
Why?
Nicki Minaj undoubtedly rebirthed female rap and became the standard for women in hip-hop. Coming into the game, taking female rap mainstream while dominating for an entire decade, Nicki Minaj is the reason any female rapper today can be heard. Prior to Nicki, labels were investing into female rappers. With over 130 million records sold worldwide, Nicki Minaj is the highest selling and most influential artist of all time, but also the most disrespected and underappreciated.
Okay, say it.
Nicki implanted herself so deeply into music and into rap and into hip-hop in such a way, in a very f***ed up and sad way, people have underappreciated her, and I don't think that that's right.
Okay. All right, Mr. SackHub, because last time we didn't see eye to eye and I didn't express that and y'all drugged me and thought I hated Normani, and that's not the truth. So this one I think is very much it's true. I can agree with a lot of points made in this one. Some that I don't necessarily agree with is that, you know, she's the most, let me not say it that way, that she is the only influence. I think people tend to just overlook the fact that before her there were other people. Like you cannot discredit Kim and Foxy and Eve and Trina and Missy and the ones that came before her. Yeah, the labels might not have been investing in it, but they were still there and they still provided a blueprint. Now she took that blueprint and turned it into something so much more unique and so much more her own that it is shaping what we see now. So we're not gonna discredit her either, but you cannot discredit the pioneers. And I think that's something I'm noticing with this younger generation. They don't know about it, so they tend to just say it's not there or it didn't happen. And that's dumb as hell to me. I hated to see like the beefs between her and all these people. I really hated to see it because you can tell at one point or another she really did genuinely want to support and rock with these people. But she matches energy. If you fuck with me, I'm fucking with you back. Like, you can't get mad at that, you know what I mean? Especially if she didn't come for you first. Some of it, again, I'm not versed in the whole history of the beef because I don't really get into stan culture like that. I don't know who dissed who first in these instances, but it all just seemed like it was perpetuated and fueled by men and media and fuckery that could have been resolved with a conversation on the back end and not, you know, a public diss record. I just hated to see it. Were they good records? Yes. Did we have those moments? Yeah. Is hip-hop kind of created on controversy and beef sometimes? Yes, we get it. But it's not always fun to see because it creates this horrible narrative that only one person can be at the top of any type of lane, and that's just not the truth. Okay then, loud car. It's not true. Like, it really is not true. They all should be able to eat and do what they need to do, how they want to do it. They can experiment with sounds. It doesn't have to all be the same, and you know, they're not inconsistent because of it. The whole question of pop Nicki and rap Nicki existing in the same room, it makes me think about how people are trying to say that, not people, how Remy Ma just recently said that Doja Cat is not a rapper, she's a pop star. It made me think about when people tried to say that Lizzo was not an R&B act or a rapper or a hip hop artist because she did more pop. It's like, music is so damn fluid nowadays. You can't box somebody into one genre. You should never do that anyway. People are always going to want to experiment. That's what makes art. It can't always be one something. I'm going to continue to say that in every video until y'all motherfuckers get it. It cannot be the same every time. And if it is the same every time, y'all going to then say it's boring. So damned if you do, damned if you don't. But stop telling these women what they need to do and how they need to do their careers and who they are and what they aren't and who's the queen and who shouldn't be in the conversation, who doesn't compare. That's so stupid. It's just dumb. Do I think that she's the most disrespected? Hell yes. Hell yes, because despite the blueprint and the pioneers, she really did hold it down for years, a whole motherfucking decade by herself. I'm not gonna ever take nothing away from her. I love her to death. I'm not a stan, but she is somebody that I support. She is. But as I've said, you know, Remy can put out records that sound good. So does Cardi. So does Doja. Even Kim get one out there every so often. Trina is still consistently putting out songs that we all love. Well, that a lot of us love in the South. Along with so many others that are coming up along the way. So, you know, I don't really have a commentary for this one. It was recommended. It was a good one. I like how he did it documentary style. He told us her history, the groups that she was in, and how her career came to fruition. But yeah, I can't do anything but agree with that aspect of it. She is incredibly disrespected. I hate to see the beefs that form, but I also feel like it's not so much her against these women. I think it's her against the industry. And these women are just the people that the industry is using to get at her and kind of try to destroy a legacy that honestly can't be destroyed. It's there. The impact is going to always be there. The influence is always going to be there. She has cemented herself in history, in my opinion, as one of the most legendary female rappers out. Maybe the, but for now, one of the, because we never know what's going to happen in the next 10 years. So keep that in mind. And let me know what you thought about this one below. Comment, like, subscribe. Until next time. Peace.